Hello and welcome to game 232 of the PlayStation Instrumentality Project, Megatudo 2096. We have once again stumbled upon to one of the JP games that I had on the initial PIP list. Because why? Because it has mechs on it. Mechs right on the cover. It looks like a little mech game, so I'm gonna play it because I like mechs. And that's really it. That's kind of the extent of it. As far as I can tell, this game is simply a 3D fighting game with mechs that was published by Banpresto, and of course, Banpresto never publishes anything overseas. Was able to put in a PC. No, it's a sick PIP. Yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see what exactly it's all got. The developer that did this did a few other things. But generally speaking, this is going to be a kind of this is going to be a thin discovery zone with a few interesting elements. But of course, at the top, had to acknowledge that yes, this is a game that we are playing because mechs. Let's go back to Tunnel B. Tunnel B1 was pretty good. I'm still kind of I wish that final level wasn't such a pain in my butt, but Tunnel B1 was a good game. I was fine with that. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what we are dealing with here. As I said, this is a 3D fighting game, so I expect this to be probably a one and done, but who knows? Who knows what will happen? What did it just? Oh, wait. I know it did. There we go. Sorry, I'm just making sure I have the things set up right for the stream. Okay. Smaller tank top. This is a larger tank top. This is a larger strap. Please. This is a bigger tank top. Check the tapes. All right. Anyway, what are we talking about? So, Megatudo 2096, 3D fighting game. The main mode is called Story Game. And that's the one that we're gonna be playing. I don't think there's really too much besides Story Game and Versus in this. Yeah, just in time for released in 1996. It's gonna happen in 2096, but here we are in 2026. Have less decency, but it's all I have is my decency. So this game was developed by a studio called General Support. Story game, yeah. It sounds like something that Pepsi Man guy would say. If Pepsi Man was a visual novel instead of a runner or whatever, a rail runner. I don't know. So what did General Support do? So General Support, I couldn't really find any English language page on them. I checked Moby Games, and Moby Games has them credited. Okay, importantly here, they are apparently the Air's Adventure studio, which, oh no, wait, were they a support studio? What are they? Graphics. Okay, so they did graphics. Interesting. Air's Adventure, for those who are not familiar, was a Saturn game that recently got a fan translation patch that people consider to be the Saturn's counter to Ancient Roman Power of Darkside. And if you don't know what Ancient Roman Power of Darkside is, then I can't help you at that point. But it does have a translation patch, so you could play it if you want. But yeah, they also worked on Megatudo. This right here is an interesting game. This gun. This is apparently, today I learned that this is the gun. GUNNM is the original name for Battle Alita Angel, and that Battle Alita Angel is the title for Western audiences. I didn't know that. I've never watched or read or done anything related to Battle Alita Angel besides being aware that there's a film with Christoph Waltz in it. That's about it. But apparently there's also a PlayStation game that this studio, when they changed their name to EA, not that EA, they made that game. They made two other games. Oh my god. I'm admitted into the PMCIL Illuminati. The TTS there is very interesting. Thank you, sir, for the 97 months. Very powerful. 100 will do it. It's true. And then I'll move the goalposts, but we'll get there when we get there. And apparently they also worked on this loop on the third game. Did they actually? Or are they support studio? Oh, no, it looks like they did. I think, oh, this is the one that got an official release. Okay. Yo, 40 streaking. So this is the one that got the official Western release. There was, I noticed some bunch of anime games on PS2 that have been getting fan translation patches recently. But anyway, so they made a few games. Oh, was 8? All right, there you go. That'll be in the queue. But as far as Megatudo 2096 goes, of course, this has no English language Wikipedia page. So the only description we get is the movie game's description, which is that the Megatudo Grand Prix. It is the year 2096, and the Megatudo Grand Prix is on 12 pilots from 12 manufacturers, each with their own unique robot, dubbed Maneuverware. Will fight to win the tournament. And that's it, baby. Setting 2090s. What are we even gonna tag this with? Let's see. One thing that's interesting about this game is that on the back of the inside cover, it says Project Ogre. I was curious if this was like some sort of cross-media thing. I searched Project Ogre, and most of the results are a Filipino Gunpla shop that closed last year. So, if Project Ogre, I am inclined to believe at this time that Project Ogre is simply something in game, because I think the final boss's name is like Gull Ogre or something. So, but if there is a viewer who knows that Project Ogre was actually Banpresto's failed attempt to do something, I would be curious. I know Banpresto probably loves that kind of stuff. Back cover. Project Ogre knowers, please save me. Taking a few screenshots here. And as you can see, this is a side view. This is not a virtual on style game. This is a more like Tekken but Mechan. At least that's what it looks like from these screenshots. Now, one thing that is interesting is that if we go over to GameFAQs, there is actually someone wrote a guide in 1996 for this game on English language Wikipedia, and it seems like they have a Filipino. I assume, yeah, Manila. I think this is a Filipino email address, so that's kind of interesting. In their, they have a little introduction as to what the game is, and they compare it to the designs to Double Zeta Gundam, which is funny. Its gameplay is exactly similar to what you see in any Gundam battles. Surely, I mean, will I? I hope so. I hope so. What if it was a mech? I mean, we'll get to mech strategy RPGs. Don't worry about that. Apparently it also has no demo play, but we're gonna test that one. We'll test that one for sure. And as you can see here, the pretty standard controls. Wait, why does he write the controls like this? This is a PlayStation game, right? Wait, what? There isn't a PC release of this, is there, or something? Pretty sure this is a PlayStation exclusive. Yeah. Okay. What are these controls he's writing down? Is it square? Is that supposed to be square and that's supposed to be circle? What are 1 and 2 then? X and Y. Could be a typo, yeah. Only played with a stick. All right, well, interesting. Press G. Brother, I have a PlayStation controller. All right, well, we'll have to figure out what that's about. Well, so, of course, since this is a Japanese game and I don't have the manual, I did do a quick check, but I couldn't find a manual. So, as always, for Japanese games, when we don't have manuals, we'll have to rely on PSX Data Center for controls. Oh, yeah, here you go. All right, well, you know, that works. X is guard. Change arms to circle. Attack 1 and 2, square and triangle. All right, well, fair enough. Oh, and then left and right is R1, R2. That's a little confusing. Although I guess it makes sense because, no, it doesn't. Well, I'm not concerned about the movement controls. The movement stuff is fine. Quarter circle forward is fine. The stuff I was concerned about was this 1, 2, like, you know, yeah, movement is fine. I know. But like, I don't think this means, you know, I don't think this is referring to numpad notation. But it seems like this is supposed to be square and this is supposed to be circle based on this mapping here. Now, it could also be the case that maybe in game you can map the controls, you can remap the controls, and so they just wrote it kind of agnostic to the default controls, which is fine. What else did I? All right, so anyway, that's interesting. I don't think there's really much here. There's just kind of movesets for the different characters. So, you know, it is what it is. Well, I'll come back and consult these if needed. Like light punch. Yeah, I guess I've just never seen button. Usually I see like light, medium, heavy, like that kind of stuff. Like usually L and H or LMH or like S for or you know, for like special or like a launcher or something. I've just never seen 1 and 2 for. Usually you see numbers, it's, you know, it's anime notation. Which PS1 game is the most single divorced dad that smokes a pack of cigarettes a day coded? Hardball 5. All right, what else do we got here? Oh yeah, so I think I did see if there was any English language coverage of this game at all. And I found a obscure video game blog that had an entry on this in 2018. And mostly the blog writer here feels that the game is pretty low budget. It feels low budget. But it does note that there are some interesting mechanics. In particular, I think that linear dash that we were seeing before, the linear L, linear R, there's sort of a dashing mechanic where you can shoot forward and backwards, which is fun. Bring back blogs. Sick of Substacks. You don't want to subscribe to my Substack? I don't have a Substack. That's a lie. Play Psychic Force instead. Damn. Oh yeah, this person also is noting that there's a 1996 GameFAQs guide for it. Yep, same brother. Now, what's really funny is there is no How Long to Beat page for this game, but there is, of course, a speedrun leaderboard. And who is on it? DB Cade and Amen Anthem. Take 2 drinks. So that's as you know, as is tradition for fighting games in the PlayStation and mech games, I guess. But it seems like, of course, being a fighting game, those runs are pretty short, you know, in the neighborhood of 10 to 12 minutes. Nothing too surprising there. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got. You know, with these JP games, they tend to be more just putting our face straight into the game than necessarily having a lot of background information. So let's go ahead and get into it. I thought about pulling out the fight stick for this one, but ultimately, since I'm not sure about like the shoulder buttons, it seemed like the shoulder buttons were really kind of more along the lines of you know, using a pad rather than my 6-button stick. So we'll roll with the pad for this one. I feel like if a game has a more unique control scheme, and it also importantly is not a port of an arcade game, then, you know, probably just roll with the pad. Yo, what's up, Desiree? Is this Adventures of Lomax? I mean, we're seeing a lot of melee weapons, yeah. Although I think everybody has ranged and melee. That's a face. All right.
Megatudo 2096.
Yo, Megatudo? Do I think there'll be a PS2? I think, you know, I'm optimistic. All right, let's see if there's actually a demo. Title announced, it's true. See if there's truly no demo play. My guess with a lot of these is that it'll just replay the intro video if it'll do anything, but we'll give it a second here. Seeming like we're not getting any demo play here. Yeah, I might have to say no to this one. All right, let's get started. You all never night. I mean, they were into it. All right, so we're gonna leave it on default to start with. We can do one step. Okay, that's always useful. 24-hour stream. I mean, 24-hour stream of just this static image. Sure, if you really want, I guess. Airly? Oh, is it? Okay, is it gonna actually do random? We got some good names here. Bound the Rhythm. Yo, let's go. Tokyo Melody. Big Strides. It's my favorite. Not to be confused with Giant Stride. All right. I'm going to leave it on that. Presumably, it's going to be random. I don't actually know that, but whatever. It's fine. All right. We'll leave it on default. Giant Steps. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you. I was like, I didn't actually say the correct thing. It was by... I was like, what do I do here? All right. Well, I guess we'll go. All right. Are we going to have a timer on the screen? I hate timers and characters. Oh, we do. Diebringer, Hellbride, Bloodcrafter, Sword Gear, Kazakiri, Clay Druger, Barba Yaga, Sirion, Drill Doll, Shikon Ryu, Samurai, and of course, Vanilla Giger. Well, I gotta play Vanilla Giger. I don't know how else to. All right. A square. There's a square and triangle are my attack buttons. Okay.
Straight. 1. Go.
Why is the sound constantly clipping? There is a 0 divide 2. Let me turn that down a little bit. This is a little disorienting. All right, let's check. Let's look at the that GameFAQs article. Yeah, the movement is a little. Okay, so that's attack. Okay. I won. Okay.
Two. Go.
Okay, do I have, let me, all right. Blade mode. Why does he keep fudging out like that? Is the best strategy just to sit here and shoot at him? I think it is. All right. Well, that's sad. Chocolate and strawberry gear, yeah, potentially. I'm gonna try to do some of these. There's some half circle moves for Vanilla Giger.
One. Ready. Go.
Holy shit. All right, I'm super dead.
You lose. Strike two. Ready. Go.
I need to figure out how to do that move. Well, I mean, it really does seem like you can just glide around and shoot. I'm occasionally trying to do other things, but
Go.
wait, does kneeling down actually make it so I don't get hit? Yeah, I think that's right, Infobos, basically. All right, I want the game to be more interesting than this, but yeah, just simply duck under projectiles. Do not get shot. Easy peasy.
Strike one. Ready. Go.
The soundtrack is going places. All right. Wonder how this plays as a multiplayer game.
Strike two. Ready, go.
Yeah, I wish I knew too. I wish I knew too. It says there's half circle forward and half circle back moves. That's attack? Okay. Triangle is supposed to be an attack button, but I've not really gotten anything out of it. Out. All right, well, back to flying around it is. There's a tournament from, I don't know, mech manufacturers, so. I think I win. Yep.
Strike two. Ready, go.
A lot of iframes on these spin moves, it seems like. Yeah, it's really, I'm only like hitting when he's doing projectiles. Yeah, Story's fighting robots, pretty much. That's all you got. I would love to know what those blue ticks are for as well. Is there anything else in this guide? Nah. God, I can't believe there's a character named Baba Yaga. Oh, it's okay. I just realized. All right.
Strike one. Ready, go.
Yeah, this map is kind of cool. Yeah, this like dashing around is fun. Do you think we're gonna get like a weird ending thing or something? I hope so.
Go.
Damn it. I'm like trying to do. I realize now the notation was half circle forward, half circle back. I was trying to do quarter circles, which is obviously on me for just misreading it, but. Trying to see if I can get some of these specials out. We'll probably, I mean, assuming I'm able to cheese my way through this, I'll probably try at least one other character, but. Oh, yeah, so you can timer scam. Babaron. There's been no JP text in this game.
Go.
No. I'm just surprised the moveset seems so small, especially since you have like ranged and melee modes. Good soundtrack though.
Go.
Oh, I see now. Okay, I see there's a lock on. Ah, I see how it works. Okay. You can like charge up a few shots, but it's like the same projectile. Ow. So I wonder if I could actually. No, I mean this is I'm trying to think if there's anything like it. I don't know. His Soul Calibur, it's like virtual on, you know, you're fighting with like an over the shoulder or like from behind look. I mean, there's a little bit of virtual on here, but this is, I feel like whoever made this was like, what if we did virtual on and Tekken?
Straight.
I think is what they're doing for.
Go.
Oh shit, it's the Baba Yaga. It seems like there's some kind of defensive move that a few of these characters have The first one I thought too has like the little after image effect. I mean, what do you think, Infobus? Do you think this game's a 5?
Go.
German samurai. Survivor using a 20-point scale.
Go.
Well, I have a melee weapon. It's just there's no reason to use it. There's no way to chase people down effectively in this game, even by the AI. Oh, no. Hoisted by my own petard, finally. Oh, no, I think I... Vanilla Giger wins again.
Strike 2. Go.
Well, but it wouldn't have been rental bait because the Japanese had no rental market, so... No, it was illegal. Rentals are illegal. It wasn't just a lack of a storefront. It was straight up illegal, dog. Got him again. Yeah, absolutely. I promise you, Kendo, I'm not bullshitting you. There was no Japanese rental market. This is why people always talk about how games were tuned up in difficulty for the American market, so that way people would buy them or like be like pushed into buying them. But that wasn't an issue in Japan because there was no rental market. It's funny that even enemy projectiles like rarely can catch up with you if you just stay strafing.
Strike 2. Ready, go.
Oh, there were movie rentals. I didn't know. See, I didn't know that. I just knew there weren't game rentals. So I assumed there was no rentals period, but yeah, I mean, the financialization of housing turns out to be a bad thing. They were, I mean, look, if they want to rent, you know, stage plays. Oh, there you go. This is the final boss, final stage. Okay, so Project Ogre is just something in the game. That's what I thought. It wasn't a
Strike 1. Ready, go.
Welcome to Megatudo 2096. Yeah, this guy's got a big sword. Got the Moonlight Sword on him. Oh shit. Wow. That took out half my health. Yikes.
Strike 2. Go.
No, the fastest PIP game completion is, I think soccer. There's a few soccer games that are around 10 minutes. You can rent games from your library. Library systems are great. Shout out to libraries. Wow, I was curious if I could actually timer scam the final boss. Sometimes games won't let you do that. You won the Mega Space.
Congratulations.
Oh. Is that it? Is that it? Wow. Oh my god. That was a little underwhelming. Is it the music loop this short? Wow, why is this loop so short? Oh, never mind. Okay, we broke out. Story? What story? What did you two do? Baba Yaga. Yeah, it was in the manual, probably. No, honestly, that probably is the answer. Soundtrack was good. It was a 50 page, yeah. Maneuverware design. Oh, did Moriki work on this game? That son of a bitch. I was wondering if any famous mechanical designers worked on this. Yeah, Yasuhiro Moriki. What is he famous for? He was one of the designers that worked on the Zardion. All right. Does it actually take us back to credits?
Megatude 2096.
He made Megatudo 2096. It's true. It's true. All right. I want to check out Hellbride. We're not going to spend too much time checking out other characters, but I am curious. I want to see if I can do the whatever projectile that was Hellbride has. Probably what's next? 230. Oh, we could play around a golf, couldn't we? Let me check out Hellbride. And then maybe we get VR Golf 97 out of the way. Cuz it's a golf game. We're just going to play around a golf.
Select machine.
All right. As I said, I just want to see if I can do the move. I'm not necessarily going to play through the whole thing.
Straight. One. Go.
Oh, there we go. I'm not familiar with Pull to Win now. All right. Hellbride's pretty fucking good. Man, I think I might have picked a bad character. Yeah, it feels like the characters are dodging. Have I ever finished more than 2 PIP games in a single session? I think twice I've done 3. One of those was the NFL triple header last Super Bowl Sunday, but I think there was another time that I've done 3. But I forget what it was. It must have been like some like rail shooters or something. That's pretty cool.
One. Ready. Go.
Oh shit, she's got a dragon punch too. And it's got a huge hitbox? That's incredible, dog. Man, I think I just chose the bad character. This is way better.
Straight. 2.
All right. Are there any other characters I really want to try? Let me out. Okay. I'm going to quit out and I'm going to do. Oh, we get to play. I guess we get to play Vanilla Giger.
Straight. 1, 3, go.
Yeah, look at those cool shockwaves I can never do. Hellbride might be the character.
Straight. 2, 3, go.
All right, I want to check out Samurai real quick.
Megatude 2096.
Megatude. Yeah, I'm specifically checking out the ones that are the speedrunner choices. Cause I think DBK did Hellbride, and then was it someone did Samurai? So I want to check out Samurai. Samurai looks like they might have some cool stuff. Hellbride's also a cool name.
Go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. What was a legally indistinctive? Yeah, no.
You lose. Straight.
There is a difficulty setting. Yeah, it's on normal right now.
Go.
Okay. Yeah, I can't get any of the. All right, that's enough of that. I feel like the ones that are movements using the attack 2 didn't really work. Yeah. So what specials you have is determined by which weapon you have out, whether you're in range mode or like melee mode, basically. So. Yeah. Sup, Archie. All right. We still got some time to get the mechs going. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up. We have accomplished what we needed to. We have once again proceeded on a voyage. That was Megatudo 2096. That was a 3D fighting game. Our goal was to beat story game, which we did on the default settings. We did so on 8/19/2026. That is the wrong date. Did so in 2738. Let's see. No sewer levels. No real brands. Nobody was a wheeled vehicle. There are no experts here. Although we did have, there was Mike WMM, who apparently owns a copy of this game. The title was announced, importantly. No cheats were used, and there were no pictures or video of humans. Hot takes. Completed the game using Vanilla Giger on default settings. So, you know, normal, 2 wins. A very easy game to play keep away in. And given that I couldn't execute any of Vanilla Giger's specials, yeah, that's all I did. And it worked. Also tested Hellbride and Samurai after. Hellbride definitely the character to pick. At least I think for a casual play. Because she had like some quarter circle forward fireballs and some dragon punch that was really good. Had a huge hitbox, so pretty good. Music is pretty good. Game looks okay, but not much presentation or other modes beyond that. All right, so this is a 3D fighting game. Let's go to our giant wheel of 3D fighters. Where are they? Here they are. How do I feel about this game? Okay. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I think I'm giving this a 3. A low 3, but it's a 3. This is pretty low feature game. But I like how it looks. I like how the music. I like the marquee designs. So 3 it is. We will okay, so right now. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That was great. Right now we are thank you, Moby Games. So I don't think any of these. Oh, this has an official. All right, you know what? They get a column. They get a column. So general support, and maybe their other games will get translated at some point. Who knows? All right, good enough. But the loop in the third one is real, so so it goes. This is not part of a series, so we don't have to do that. And what did this do to fantasy? Did I actually fix my sheet? I think I did. Okay. All right, so let's see who all is sitting pretty at the top here. All right, so a bunch of brackets still perfect. Mr. Archie, Mr. KZ Fru, Alan, Aquatic, Aardvark, Why Am I Here, Fred, Purple, all sitting with perfect brackets still. Oh, so my apologies to the believers. Well, no, you gotta have Phobos here holding it down. But hey, there's plenty of games yet to turn the season around. Yeah, I mean, I think with a fighting game like this, generally speaking, with fighting games, they tend to converge on like 2 to 3 for me. Just because if they don't have like other game modes, then I don't know. I kind of frown on that. That's like why Tobal #1 is like the first like raw ass fighting game to get a 4, is because not only does it look good, sound good, and play good, but it actually has like single player content, meaningfully so. So, all right. Well, I think we got plenty of time. I think we're probably going to play a round of golf here. So let me go ahead and do the outro for this one. Let me say that this has been game 232 of the PlayStation Instrumentality Project, Megatudo 2096. A cute little 3D fighter with some mechanical designs and some fun music, but not very deep movesets and not much presentation beyond the mechs. It's a video game.